I realized that too much responsibility was concentrated in one person, which made the business vulnerable and it made me very vulnerable. I took this as an opportunity to implement changes that distributed responsibilities more evenly and built a more resilient structure. I took that a step further and implemented redundancy. So if we were to lose a piece moving forward, we didn't lose it all. It's important to remember that setbacks like these can be opportunities for growth. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Empower and Elevate podcast, where we explore personal and professional growth, leadership, and the journey to becoming the best version of ourselves. I'm your host, Marc Thomas, and today we're tackling a topic that hits close to home for many business owners and leaders: the loss of a key employee. Losing a longtime employee, especially one who was integral to the success and cohesion of your business, can be devastating and quite the setback. This person was not just part of your team, but they were the glue that held everything together. Their departure can feel like the ground is being ripped out from under you, leaving you wondering how to fill that void and how to move forward. Today, I want to share my own experience with this kind of loss and offer some insights on how to cope with the emotional and practical challenges it brings. See, a few years ago, I faced one of the most significant setbacks in my career. I lost a key employee who had been with me from almost the very beginning. This individual wasn't just an employee, they were a confidant, a problem solver, and someone who understood the intricacies of my business better than anyone else. And to be honest, sometimes even better than myself. Their departure felt like I was losing a pillar of support, both professionally and personally. The first step in dealing with such a loss is acknowledging the emotional impact. See, it's okay to feel grief, anger, confusion. Allow yourself time to process these emotions. Talk to a trusted friend, a peer, a mentor, or even a professional if needed. There's absolutely no shame in any of that. Bottling up these feelings will only hinder your ability to move forward. And that's the last thing you need if you're in that moment, in that thing. Like, I can't stress enough. Surround yourself with people that can help you get through that. It's not an easy task. You need that help. I needed it. See, after my long-time employee left, I actually went to a conference. I was insisted upon by my peers that you need to be here. You need to be surrounded by us. We need to work this out together. So I got on a plane. I went to Arizona and met with my peers for multiple days as we worked through the different options that I could possibly take and choose from and figure out how I was moving forward. It wasn't easy. Definitely wasn't easy. But, I was able to sit down and assess the practical implications. What the key responsibility that employee handled, what they did, made a list of all the things and started thinking about how we're going to redistribute these tasks, whether that was internally or maybe contracting part of the pieces of that to an outside firm, whether it was accounting or maybe call handling. It might seem overwhelming at first, but breaking it down into smaller, manageable steps can make it much more approachable. If you've got a big enough team, and you can identify those team members that can take on those new responsibilities and provide them with the necessary training and support to make it successful. Make them successful. One of the most challenging aspects of losing a key employee is dealing with the fear of the unknown. What in the hell am I going to do? How will the business function without them? Will things just fall apart? Is there any reason to continue to move forward? I mean, this is where the leadership comes into play. You've got to communicate openly with your team, acknowledge the loss and the challenges that it's going to bring, but also express your confidence in their abilities to step up and fill the gap. This is a crucial time to rally your team and strengthen the sense of unity and purpose. In my own experience, losing that key employee forced me to reevaluate the structure and processes of my business. I realized that too much responsibility was concentrated in one person, which made the business vulnerable and it made me very vulnerable. I took this as an opportunity to implement changes that distributed responsibilities more evenly and built a more resilient structure. I took that a step further and implemented redundancy. So if we were to lose a piece moving forward, we didn't lose it all. It's important to remember that setbacks like these can be opportunities for growth. Losing a key employee might reveal weaknesses in your business that you previously were clueless about. Use this time to strengthen those areas and create a more robust foundation. This might involve investing in training of other employees, improving communication channels, or even rethinking your business strategy. Another valuable lesson I learned is this experience was the cultivating of a strong, supportive company culture. When everyone feels valued and part of a cohesive team, they are more likely to step up in the time of need. Encourage open communication, collaboration, and mutual support amongst your team members. In closing, losing a key employee is undeniably challenging, but it's not insurmountable. By acknowledging the emotional impact, addressing the practical challenges, and viewing the situation as an opportunity for growth, you can navigate this setback and come back stronger. Remember, setbacks don't define you. How you respond to them, well, that does. Embrace the challenge, learn from the experience, and use it as a stepping stone to greater success. Thank you for tuning in to Empower and Elevate. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone you might be facing this similar challenge. And as always, keep pushing forward, stay positive, and continue to empower and elevate yourself and those around you. Until next time, I'm Marc Thomas. Take care and stay resilient.